father in a quest to recover a future that was once wide open that had now faded away into the depths of the underworld, a broken shell of what it used to be, which led to a broken-hearted father diving so deeply into the pain that he began to lose who he originally been before. But by the time he realized what it meant to help Jigen and how if he helped Jigen fulfill his goal of bringing his daughter back to life only to die again in a dying world, it was the sign of a man who, as smart as Amado had been, hadn't been smart enough to actually see what it was that he was doing until it was too late, and the very morality that made him a human was now shattered into thousands of tiny pieces that needed to be rebuilt, which is why we saw Amado trying desperately make amends for what he'd done, though for selfish reasons like making the Byakugan drugs in order to slow down Kawaki's Otsukification and giving those same drugs to Naruto to give to Boruto in order to briefly spare Naruto from that pain that comes from losing a child. Amado's drugs initially were meant to give Naruto more time with his son before ultimately losing him to that Otsukification. However, a few good acts does not make up for the wrongs that Amado has done. 14 children who had parents of their own, those parents who lost their children through various means to Jigen and Amado. 12 of those children died in order to give Jigen a vessel who could be bestowed upon them Isshiki's Coma Seal, and it was all due to Amado's help. Even after he realized what moral lines he crossed by helping Jigen, he'd already made his mind up to go partially scorched earth to take as many lives as were needed so that he could one day use Kawaki to bring his daughter back to life. However, in his desperation, he missed the fact that when he looked himself in the mirror, the reflection staring back at him was that of a lie, and that should he succeed in bringing his daughter back to life, he couldn't stand before her the same man that she'd once known before. Time and his actions had killed the very faith that his daughter would have once had in him, because based on his reaction to losing his daughter and how he threw everything against the wall to try and save her, even after she died, we see that Amado once had the strong capacity for love and is the embodiment of the phrase that love makes people do crazy things. However, the blood on his hands from the children he helped kill to those who died with the experiments of his nanotech, which resulted in people like Goro losing their arms in the process, to the systematic murder of the Kara Inners, the blood that Amado willingly placed on his hands in his quest to bring back his daughter is a sign that his grip on humanity has been loosened from all the blood that he has on his hands.